Welcome, my name is Sandy Gribbin and I'm a master trainer for the ActivMotion Bar. And today I wanted to share with you 3 dance-inspired exercises that we're going to incorporate the bar with. And you're going to find that whether or not you're a dancer or you just like to do dance-inspired movements, the ActivMotion Bar is going to really enhance these exercises to improve your core strength, your balance, and your proprioception. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the ActivMotion Bar, it does contain partially filled with steel rolling weights that can either move side to side when you tip and tilt it, or you can focus on holding the bar as still as possible to see if you can minimize the movement of the balls within the bar while you're doing your exercises. And this is just going to enhance each one of your movements even more so than just doing the exercise without the bar. So let's start with our first one. We're going to begin in our dancer's first position, which is heels together and toes out, and placing your hands just evenly from the ends on the bar. We're going to place it about shoulder height. Just beginning here, and you're going to immediately feel the gentle rolling of the balls. We want to start to go back and forth. We want to keep it fairly still during this exercise. So we're going to take one foot and place it just behind that standing leg. Working on our turnout here, we're going to bring the knee forward and then open it up to the side. And you're focusing on, initially with this movement, just your glute strength and your hip strength. So you want to keep your hips as still as possible, facing the front, while your knee moves forward and then out to the side for that external rotation. Now, if you want to advance this movement, you can add in the bar movement upwards overhead and then lowering it back down. And your goal as you do this is, of course, to keep those balls as still as possible. And you're going to really feel that in your core and in your hips to hold that steady, because those balls are going to want to really roll a lot if you're not really even in your movements. So you're just going to complete about 10 to 15 on each side. And then you'll know that you've got that strength not only here in the hips for that turnout movement, but you've also enhanced that stability here in your trunk, and you've learned to really improve your balance because of the addition of the bar. So we're going to move on to our next exercise. A little bit more movements incorporated to it. Again, let's find that first position, which is heels together, toes out, and the bar is going to start at shoulder height. We're going to take it into a plie squat, come up into a releve onto the balls of your feet, keeping the balls as steady as possible. Go back into your plie and then point to second position while we tip the bar. Back to your plie, releve, plie, and point to second. We're just going to alternate sides when we get to that point to the second or to the side position right here. And you'll notice we've got 2 movements here with the bar. We're holding it steady here. And then when we point to the side, I'm tipping to actually initiate the movement of the balls to the one end, which you're going to feel your abs tighten up even more to support that rolling weight. Now, of course, you can add in a little bit more advanced work, throwing that bar overhead as you press up and reaching along and away. And again, immediately, as soon as you reach that bar away from your body, you have to tighten up even more in your midsection and get that core strength to really kick in to support your spine. As you finish this last one, you're going to feel that you had to have 2 different focuses because you had the bar steady during the plie and releve, and then you also added in the tip and tilt when you pointed out to second position. Now we're going to move on to our third exercise. I like this one a lot. It's another great way to improve the strength of your glutes, and it helps with turnout if you're really into dance-inspired movements. So this one, we're going to go into a curtsy lunge. And we're going to just have the bar at shoulder height, stepping just diagonally back, and you're going to reach to second. Similar before, we're tipping. So as we go back to a curtsy, we tip, to second, we tip. And you can hear the balls rolling side to side. I'm controlling it from my trunk. Now to advance it, take that knee up, out to second position or out to the side. And again, if you want to make it even more challenging, extend the arms. And I'm having to really tighten up in that midsection and be prepared for those balls to hit from end to end. After you complete about 10 to 12 on the one side, you of course switch to the other leg, doing your curtsy lunge back. Okay, now those are those 3 dance-inspired movements that I've got to share with you today. Thank you for your time. I really encourage you to try adding in the ActivMotion Bar to any of your exercises, whether dance-inspired or not.